I had a really interesting call with one of my clients that I'm coaching, and I wanted to kind of give insight into what we talked about, so hopefully you can learn something from it too. So every week I asked them, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel about the actions that you have taken forwards towards your fitness goals? Now, the week before we started, they were at 0. They weren't doing anything for their fitness goals. The first week they were at maybe like a 6, a 7, an 8, and then the second week they were at like a 4 or 5. And they felt really bad about that. They're like, I just kind of fell off the rails this week. I wasn't really, doing everything that I should, things came up. And I had to stop them and have a conversation with them because I'm like, okay, let's say we had a 4 or 5 week this week. It's not as good as last week, still better than your 0. And so perspective is an interesting thing because as we become more capable, as we progress, our bad also goes right behind it. Because we think that in order to achieve greatness, we have to be perfect then. We can't do what we did the week before because we have to continue improving. And while yes, a growth mentality is good, we should always try to be improving, especially when it comes to our fitness. But you don't have to be perfect every single week. To look like this, not perfect every single week. I have bad weeks. I have weeks where I go out and eat a lot of food, but then you get right back on the wagon. And that's the big indicator that I always find with clients that are going to stick to things long term and the ones that are going to fall off. If you are someone who is going to beat yourself up over one bad day, one bad meal, one bad week, you aren't going to continue with this. You have to get into the mentality of the fact that, okay, I maybe had a bad day, but I can be better tomorrow. I maybe had a bad meal, but the next one I can make healthy. You have to allow yourself a little bit of wiggle room when it comes to these things. If you want to be sustainable, if you want to have consistent lifelong goals of fitness, you have to understand that you're not going to be perfect every single day. And so in conclusion, do not let one bad week stop you from getting the results that you're trying to get.